Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's Friday night, which of course means it's alcohol-free beer night, and the beer we're going for tonight is from Low Tide. It's this one. It is NEIPA, the Cosmic Turtle, and it is, by the name of it, a New England IPA, and it weighs in at less than 0.5% ABV, and I must say this is one of the few New England IPAs I've seen, so I'm excited to try this one out. I love the funky artwork. I love that. Well, it looks more like a dinosaur to me than it does a turtle. There it is. Focus. There we go. Yeah, it looks more like a dinosaur. Got a turtle shell as you go around. But yeah, it's cool artwork. I like it. And it says very little on the can other than the basic ingredients list and the hops, which are Citra, Mosaic, Amarillo, and El Dorado. Your malts are Vienna, caramel, oats, and wheat. And your yeast is a Windsor strain. So yeah. It's got a lot going for it with what it's got in it. Does the can live up to the description? Let's find out, get it into a glass and see what we think. Pouring it into my Teku glass tonight. Normally I do my alcohol-free in the beer club glass, but Teku is order of the night tonight. The pour is nothing like a New England IPA. Okay, interesting. So yeah, New England IPAs are generally super hazy and super juicy. And yeah, this is not super hazy and it's not particularly juicy looking. It's pretty clear. You've got a little tiny bit of fridge haze, as you can see just about, and you can see my hand. Everything is through it. You've got a white head that's particularly sort of light and foamy. Interesting. Yeah, so it doesn't look like a New England IPA as you know it. Does it smell like one? Let's find out. Smells sweet, which New Englands tend to do. Smells a little bit citrusy. It's got the citrus thing going on in spades. And tropical, light pineapple. A little bit of mango. It smells in the ballpark. So whilst it looks more like an unfiltered lager, shall we say, it smells a bit closer to a New England. Let's see if it tastes like one. Cheers. Not as close to a New England IPA as I was hoping, but it's nice enough. The body is good. I'm not going to take that away from it. It's not as good as it could be. I've had better alcohol-free bodies. It's lighter than medium, but by not a lot. Good carbonation, good mouthfeel, I will say that much. The flavours are not as tropical as the nose suggests. There is a little bit of a bitterness going on, which you don't get too much in a New England IPA. And but it's tasty enough for what it is. On the hop front, it's reasonably well hopped, and there are some nice lemon flavours coming through. There is a nice malt profile to it, I'll give it that. It has got nice tasty malts. They're a little bit sweet, but not overly so. And I appreciate the bitterness, I do. It's light on the bitterness, but certainly more than I'm used to having in a New England IPA. It's not as tropical as the nose says, as I said. But yeah, tasty enough for what it is. The finish is where you get most of the bitterness. It's on the back end, and it's almost a slight pithiness to it, almost a little bit orange-like. But yeah, not a huge amount of the tropical hops that I was hoping for from the nose. Yeah, okay. So, Low Tide, NEIPA the Cosmic Turtle. What do I think of you? Well, you're not what I was expecting, I will say that. And let's go to the scoreboards of joy, which say that there have been 257 check-ins with an average score of 3.07, which It's a pretty decent score, and it's not a million miles from the mark, I don't think. And it's just not like a real New England IPA as we know it. So my current scoreboard of joy is like so. We're going to give it some points now, starting with the looks. And this looks nothing like a New England IPA. It's missing the haze. It's missing the key ingredients of a New England in that sense. It's not a good appearance. It doesn't advocate the style. It's rare for me to give this score on an appearance. It's got a 0. It doesn't look like one. The aroma is nice enough. I like it. It's got citrus notes. You've got tropical notes. You've got pineapple and mango. You can detect the malts behind it. They're nice. It's a balanced, pleasant smelling beer. Excuse me. And it's got the makings of a New England. A little bit gassy. I like it. Is it perfect? Not quite. It could do with a bit more oomph, a little bit more va-va-voom, a little bit more of that New England kind of genetics it needs. It's going to get the 0.75 for me. I like it. It's just not perfect. The body, can't really fault. It's slightly lighter than medium. Brilliant mouthfeel and carbonation. Spot on there. It's going to get the full point. Taste, I like it. Let's start with that. I like it for what it is. Namely, slightly bitter, a little bit of citrus, none of the tropical though, none of the things that make it a nice, pleasant New England IPA. It's more like a pale ale. That is exactly what it's like. If you slapped a label on this that says pale ale, then no problems. But I'm going to give it a 0.5. I'm going to give it a 0.5 because it's got things that I like. It's just missing that thoroughbred nature of a New England. And the finish. On a New England IPA, I expect it to be hoppy, juicy, long, and generally sweet. This one, it is hoppy. Let's give it that. It is a little bit sweet, but then you get the bitterness, which I appreciate. I like that. It's a nice touch. And it's relatively long and a little bit juicy. I am going to give it the 0.75 because it's good. It's got a lot of the things of a New England finish that I like, just not everything. So it's not going to get the bonus points. It doesn't get the 5 out of 5. Does it get a value for money? Well, I can't remember what I paid for it, but let's be honest, it's not representative of what the label says it should be. So I'm not going to give it a value for money tick box. And would I buy it again? On the evidence of this one, I'm going to be honest and say no. Now, I have seen a couple of posts on Twitter that suggest that Low Tide realised they dropped the ball with this one and are working to rectify it. So we shall see. If I see some out there in the wild that suggest improvement, I will try another one and hopefully it'll be better. But in the meantime, the New England IPA Cosmic Turtle from Low Tide has got 1.5 to 3 out of 5 on my Untapped scoreboard of joy, which, like I said, I don't think was too far from the mark. I said, based on the average score of 3.07, there it is, I've given it 3, so it's not too far out. I agree with it. So, there we go. Low Tide's New England IPA, the Cosmic Turtle, is a bit of a swing and miss, but tasty for what it is. Slap a pale ale label on it and it would be spot on. There we go. Marketing. Hey. And on that note, I'm going to say, that has been the beer. I've been Nick. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You got the like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another video.